down by the on the Warm Springs Reservation, down at this boat launch and fishing area. Using the restroom, taking a little leg stretch before we get back on the road. This is some super beautiful country. It's like some classic old West area. Pretty damn cool.
Trail and adventure we trust. Climbing high, digging deep, taking that stand. One life to live, let's roam this land. Yeah.
Alright, quick update. It's 6:30 p.m. We're on our way to the Leslie Gulch area. There's some concern by some parties involved about the availability of camping at the Slocum Creek campground and availability of dispersed camping near there. So we're just going to go there and see and check it out, and we'll figure it out as we go. So that should be a fun little adventure. Hopefully this video has a location stamp. Hopefully my settings are correct, because this area is absolutely gorgeous. It's like the Old West meets Ireland or something. It's really, really cool. Looks like that doesn't really do it justice, but pretty incredible out here. Beautiful drive so far, a long day, but all is well and such. So we will do another update later.
Out on the dusty trail with coffee in my cup, overlanding down the highway, never giving up. The Jeep and the Bronco in the sunrise, beauty shining bright, and two gorgeous gals beside 'em, laughing through the night. Oh, Leslie Gulch, it blew our minds, under starlit sky so kind, with trucks and coffee, life's a riot. Two queens, two machines, can you deny it? Well, I've seen the mountains, I've seen the sky, but I see them best when they're cruising by. reflected right there in that shiny green dome. The hood of my Jeep, yeah, my rugged home. Oh, reflections on the hood, looking so fine. Trees upside down and the sun trying to shine. We roll through the desert, the mud and the snow, but it's that mirrored green hood that steals the whole show. Driven for miles, maybe thousands or more, through canyons, through forests, past old down a shore. Lord, you saw the eagle in me, I saw its beak on the curve of the hood, man, that Jeep technique. Some folks need postcards or sunset view drones, but I've got reflections and some gravel pit tones. With coffee in our hands and dust in our hair, we're off-road romantics without a care. Yeah, reflections on the hood are scenic delight. Rocks in the road and stars every night. You hold my hand, I steer with my knee. What could be better than Hood View TV?
Okay, so we just came through the gate. Hint of what's to come indeed. We had to just whip over onto the side of the road and get some video of this, because what in the hell? Okay, so this is one side of the road. On the left as we're coming in here. Okay. And that is the road that we're heading down and into. We're going that way toward the campground. And it just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. So obviously the Jeep and the Bronco. And that, holy cannoli. That's obviously on the right-hand side of the road on our way in. Goodness. So just realized something. Right there looks like a cave. And right along there would be a way to get to it. And right along there looks like a trail. Wonder what that is. Note to self, look that up later.
Well, we rolled in Rice in the late afternoon. Gladiator humming like a campfire tune. Rooftop tent popping up with the click. Bronco next door thinking they're just a slick. Pitched our chairs by the old fire ring, told ghost stories and started to sing. The hoodoo stood tall like a funky red ghost, while the slot canyons whispered, let's see who gets lost most. Oh, the hoodoo's dance and the wind does too. Dust in our boots and rocks in our shoes. Stars from the tent were a cosmic delight. We saw the Milky Way kiss the canyon goodnight. But even that sparkle, no matter how bright, can't wait Steve and Rachel before it's daylight. I fired up the skillet at the break of dawn, bacon sizzling, singing its greasy song. The smell rose high through the morning air, but those two in the Bronco didn't even care. We claimed the spats and dropped a pan or two, even threw a sausage at their tent, that's true. We shouted, we whistled, we played a kazoo. Steve just snored louder and Rachel slept through. Through the canyons, twisting so tight, admired the beauty till the last of the light. The hoodoo's tower tall and made us feel alone, and the gladiator's tent is a home away from home. Yeah, the hoodoo's dancing, the ravens squawk. We hike and we stumble and we slip on the rock. The star down, sun creeping high, coffee in hand, dust in the sky. Jeep out front, leading the way, Broncos tailing through the canyon clay. Steep old road, carved by time, switchbacks twist like a miner's spine. White knuckles, wheels on stone, no guardrails, just grit and bone. We ride the dust.
If you can manually shift it into first gear to help with your brakes, this would be a good place to do that, because overheating your brakes on this would be a bad time.
Wife is holding on tight as we crawl along. Hot wind blowing, her heart may combust. A little bit crazy, but drive we must. The Schaefer trail don't play it nice. One lane edge feels like rolling the dice. She's crawling through the sandstone gate. Bronco follows with a heavy weight. The heat is high, the air is dry, but the view is still a breath right out of the sky. Ain't just driving, it's a test of trust between the wheel of my truck and the canyon dust. We ride the dust, we ride the fear.
So this is the Schaefer Trail, which is the entrance to the White Rim, and we are going down there. Behind me somewhere is Steven and the Bronco, and this is way cool. There's the Bronco back there. See if we can film him coming around the bend. Hello, Bronco.
Drive off and the trail ain't clear. Engines humming like a worn out song. Holding on tight as we crawl along. Hot wind blowing, our hearts combust. A little bit crazy, but drive a bit rough. Schaefer trail don't play it nice. One lane edge feels like rolling the dice. Jeep's crawling through the sandstone gate. Bronco follows with a heavy weight. The heat is high, the air is dry, but the view is still a breath right out of the sky. Ain't just driving, it's a test of trust between the wheel of my truck and the canyon dust. We ride the dust, we ride the fear. Where the cliffs drop off and the trail ain't clear. Engines humming like a worn out song. Holding on tight as we crawl along. Hot wind blowing, our hearts combust. A little bit wild, a little bit rough. Steel and soul, dirt and pride. Two great rigs and a hell of a ride. Laughing through nerves, cussing the gray, but we ain't built for the easy parade. We ride the dust, we ride the fear. Down the switchbacks with the canyon near. Jeep in front, leading like it must. Bronco rolling through the heavy dust. Every mile's got a story to trust. We ride the fear, we ride the dust. We ride the dust.
Yeah. That's fucking rad. Gotcha, bitch!
Now one time in Canyonlands, Steven got bold and hit the gas. Launched that Bronco towards the rocks like a Formula One badass. He scraped the rock with his wheel. We all heard the crunching sound bad, but Steve just laughed and shrugged. Hey man, I'm not that mad. Just tell him you did it in Moab. That's his favorite excuse. Even when he curved it in Starbucks drive-thru, he claims it. Dust in a rearview, sun burning high. Canyonlands calling neath the red rock sky. No one else around for 100 miles. Just bumpy roads and adventure smiles. Put it in low to crawl up that hill, engines rumble, and we never get our fill. It's Jeep doing Jeep things, Bronco doing Bronco things, climbing up hills where the eagles got wings, rock garden names, trail badge pride. Cat, stay back, don't touch my side. Heat waves rising, tires gripping tight. Both beasts made it to the top, alright. Yeah, Jeep doing Jeep things, Bronco doing Bronco things tonight. Shades of memory, sweat on our brow.
Steven rolls up, sunshades on, engine growling like a beast. Claims his Bronco's got more tech than the whole US Middle East. Mud, no problem sand, just a joke. Rock crawling, he just grins and gives that dial a poke. We're digging out our tires, spitting gravel left and right. But Steven just smirks and says, hang on guys, watch my Bronco take flight. Just put it in Baja mode, that's what Steven always says. It'll fix your traction, fix your day, even filed your taxes, but hey, it'll climb that hill. Down on our plows, picking all lines, we don't need crowds. Flexing through ruts, dodging slick rock teeth. Spotter on the radio, take it slow but neat. Skid plates scraping, heart still grinning. No pavement here, just frolicking it. Yeah, Jeep doing Jeep things, Bronco doing Bronco things, twisting through trails like they both got wings. Heat's relentless, air's running dry. Tell the prickly cactuses don't even try. Rear lockers engaged, front tires light. Each one claws like the sandstone height. Yeah, Jeep doing Jeep things, Bronco doing Bronco things tonight. Shades of memory, we call it kin. Both made for dirt, not the blacktop spin. Different badges, same dirt soul, same thrill chasing that off-road goal. Jeep doing Jeep things, Bronco doing Bronco things. Steel and grip where the canyon sings. Throttle tap, engine roar, climbing where the heart soar. No more crawlers here, the polished rides, just trailbred beast on the wild side. Yeah, Jeep doing Jeep things, Bronco doing Bronco things tonight. So here's to the dust, the sun and the scars, the mountain highs and trailhead stars. To it's born, a roam and a roam on roads where the rocks feel just like home. Yeah, Jeep doing Jeep things, Bronco doing Bronco things. Steel and grit where the canyon sings. Throttle tap, engine roar, climbing where the heart soar. No more crawlers here, the polished rides, just trailbred beast on the wild side. Yeah, Jeep doing Jeep things, Bronco doing Bronco things tonight. So here's to the dust, the sun and the scars, the mountain highs, the trailhead stars. To two legs born to roam and roll on roads where the rocks feel just like home.
like a Bronco.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, and yeah, they're waiting. If you're not starting down, you need to be starting down now.
I'm halfway down.
Perfect. Yeah, good job. I just couldn't see you.
Fairly well. I only have two things to say.
Okay.
One, thanks for letting us come down.
Okay.
Dig it. Second one is, dude, that's the best work vehicle I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's brand new. We're really lucky to have it.
Yeah, well played, man. It's not a Jeep,
It's not cheap.
but
Yeah, we used to run just strict Rubicons. We get kind of siloed by what we can purchase. And
Roger.
They have the best. Well, it depends. There's the AEV package
Yeah.
from Rubicon.
Yeah. Anyway, sweet ride, dude.
Yeah, is it just you two?
Yep.
Coming down?
Yeah, Murphy's Hogback B.
Okay, cool. Do you guys happen to have your permit?
Yeah. Hello. What do you do? Hello.
Hello.
Why you stalk us, you creepy American? So there's the top layer of canyon, second layer, and we come all the way over here and incoming, Steve. Anyhow, it's that. And then there are more layers out that way. And here's our white Bronco driving park ranger buddy. So we stopped at the Muscleman Arches or something like that on our way out of the White Rim Road. Apparently they filmed a scene from Thelma and Louise out here, so Lisa really wanted some pics. So figured swing by, and then you're not supposed to be on these arches for perhaps obvious reasons. But this arch is pretty cool. And you could indeed walk out on it if you wanted to be a jackass, but the national park asks you not to. I suppose you probably shouldn't. But here's being YouTube stupid as far as proximity to the edge. So quite a ways down. And then after you were to have gotten down, there's even more down, and then more down, and more down. But pretty cool. Just one more amazing feature out here in this landscape of incredible stuff. And there's Lisa. Saying them first. You hypnotize them by these right here. Here we are up in Sand Arch. Here's a bunch of little monsters digging in the sand and using beach toys to alter the sandscape, which is questionable at best. But what the point of this video is these two little notches there, which are kind of interesting. And in this one, I can see rubble in there. And then there's a little one there, so I wonder what that's all about.
Arches, so many arches. Big arch, small arch, tall arch. Whoa, that's an arch. There's another arch. Guess what? Arches, 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 arches. Lots of arches. Round arch, bent arch, wobbly arch.
Part 2 of the country lives here on Potash Road outside Moab, right across the road from the Arches National Park entrance. These ones are much more faint.
Beside me, arch behind me, surprise arch, arch party. There's another arch. Guess what? Arches, arches, on arches, arches on arches on arches. Lots of arches. Lots of arches. Wobbly arch, when arch forever. Arches. No chairs in the houses, no beds to be found, just broken floorboards and walls falling down. The mind's mouth yawns like a story untold, and the wind tells tales through the beams and the cold. The saloon stands empty, roof caved in, no cards on the table, no whiskey, no sin. But once there were booths,
yeah, I think it probably
and
is.
songs in the air, now just shadows and silence hanging there. Were they like you and me, with dirt on their hands, dreaming of silver, building a life from sand? Did they kiss their kids at the end of the day? Old timey shitter. Their cheeks and kneel to pray. Hey yo. Now only time walks these crumbling streets, but their echoes still rise from beneath my feet. The chapel's leaning, the bell on gone, but maybe it rang for weddings and dawn. Maybe they danced in the heat of July, laughed till they cried, then worked till they died. Were they like you and me, tired but proud, raising hopes beneath the smoke street cloud? Did they write sweet letters, sing to the rain? Did they hold on to love through hunger and pain? Now only wind keeps their stories alive,